cheers. Hopefully, we can do just a little better now that football season is over. We also have inauguration season. And my question for you is, which person from the past, dead and gone, if you could just speak to one person, who would President Trump be best advised to talk to and get some advice from? Toastmasters, where's my list? Toastmaster Theresa May.
Come on. I was just complaining. Oh, I need.
You look ready.
I am ready. Good morning. It's a great day. Good morning. Good morning. First thing I wanted to hear is a great thing, but not that name. Please. Oh, God. I still don't understand the question, because while you were talking, I was complaining why I didn't hear that name. It's such an early morning. So what's the question? That is.
If President Trump could talk to one person from the past, who would it be? What should I talk about?
Thank you. He's best up. He's probably like, hey, you young Trump, what's going on with you? What are you going to do in the future? And then old Trump's going to be like,
no, I'm going to do my best to make America great again.
Yeah.
and then young Trump's going to be like, but you got to do it the right way. We have to consider everybody's feelings and beliefs and be a little bit more passionate. And then old Trump is going to be like, we tried that, it didn't work. Thank you.
And by golly, if you could rename one physical feature in the Western Hemisphere, rename it, what would it be? Toastmaster Steve Joseph. I think the Gulf of Mexico's already been taken care of.
Gulf of America.
I'm going to twist on this. I'm not going to do a geographical landmark. I will do a definition study. I like to change the word success. I like to change the word success! That was for coming up. But what success means in the West, in America in particular, typically means what? Money. Money. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't disagree. Money is nice to have.
Yes.
But furthermore, I think what success is perseverance. Carson Schaefer is not here today, as far as I can see aware of. So now I'm saying yeah. Last weekend, I got a chance to hear Carson speak at the Mason Library at the contest, and he gave a very heart-wrenching speech that I didn't know he had that story. And one thing that Carson wants to say about Toastmasters is that you get up there, you leave it all up there, and then it's over. It's ephemeral. It kind of represents our life. We're here for a little bit, do some work, and then we're gone. Thank you.
We've got other work ahead of us. It's a new year. If you could add one class to the college curriculum that isn't there now but should be, what would it be? Toastmaster Sean Laddie Essler.
Oh boy.
We could add one class to the curriculum. What things do students, do our youth, not know when they get into the workforce? How to speak. How to speak.
Thank you.
I kid you not. I talk to visitors all the time in the school district. The number one complaint, they don't know how to communicate. And a perfect example of this. My son, who is currently working on some scouting matters, right? He needs to get a hold of a merit badge counselor and just ask for guidance. So I give him a list. Hey, here's a couple names and emails and phone numbers. Okay. You need to call them or email them. Oh, okay. Okay, Peyton, you need to actually pick up the phone and start working on this right now. Okay, so he sends out an email, finally, to 1 out of the 16. I'm working on a merit badge. And hit send. Child, I love you to death, but please, a little bit more. It took us an hour to compose an email, and thank God for ChatGPT. The kid will finally get it right.
If you were a little rug rodent in one of Sean Essler's scout troops, what one merit badge badge above all others would you go for, Toastmaster Rebecca Eggleton?
Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
What merit badges? I see a lot of merit badges. No, they're not merit badges, actually. They're merit badges. Very cool. So along those lines, I would go with how to travel. How to travel well. How to be able to travel and camp. Because I have to say, I have not really learned all the fundamentals of camping. I could not build my own fire. I don't know if I could even find my way to the right site. I would have a lack of directions. I'm one of those people, if I think I should go right, I should go left. So my merit badge would be traveling.
Distill into 60 seconds the greatest adventure you ever had diving for treasure. What would it be, Toastmaster Kim Glader?
Well, thank you, Jordan, for that question. My experience with diving for treasure was it took me 15 years to find anything of value. But it was fun, those 15 years. My crew and I got along very well and got to know each other pretty good. We had more fun at the end of the day, whether we found something or not, than we would have doing anything else during the summer. It was only about 100 days a year that the weather permits you to do this sort of diving because it's close to the shore. People don't realize this, but sunken shipwrecks aren't necessarily in deep ocean. The ones we were searching were within 100 yards of the shoreline. And so when the waves are high in the winter, we can't do any searching, but in the summer it's calm and flat. You can pull right up to the beach early in the morning, blow the sand away, jump into your scuba gear, get a hit on your metal detector, and you have this feeling that is not ephemeral. It lasts for a long time. And just look at that piece of jewelry or silver coin or whatever you found, and it's a great feeling. And there's only a few things that I think that are more exciting than that. I'm not going to say it.
The coolest food from a distant land that none of us have ever eaten, Toastmaster Alex. Tell us about it.
Cool food. Good morning, Toastmasters. Good morning. What was the question, sir?
The coolest food from a distant land that none of us have ever eaten. What is it?
Great question. I'm going to take one from my own home country. This is something especially famous for my dad, my grandfather. They love this. So, we have a soup, and it's made out of tripe. If you guys are not familiar, tripe is the cow's stomach. So, it sounds a little weird, I know, I understand, but, you know, don't knock it till you try it. Usually what we make is we have this thing called borscht, and we mix it in with sour cream and the tripe soup. It's usually served on, cold winter days. Because who doesn't love a nice hot soup when it's 40 degrees outside? So, thank you.
You may not be aware of it, but you have brilliant ability to sing that's been undiscovered. Tell us the one song that you would perform for us. Toastmaster Gina. Tell us. Gina. The look.
Looks could kill.
Please.
Dun, 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 dun,
Is a love song that I think is beautiful. It's Burt Bacharach song. What is that song? The world.
What the world needs now is love, sweet.
Look at you.
Love,
Sweet love.
Yeah, something.
In most high schools, they have best looking, they have smartest, they representatives to class with, what would the Toastmasters High School have as a couple of superlatives? How about Toastmaster Jose Martinez?
How about it?
Jose.
Good morning, Toastmasters.
Morning.
Good morning. Get your pocket. For superlatives for the high school Toastmasters class, I think one of them would definitely be best dressed. And I feel like that's something that everyone kind of strives for in this group. Another one that I think we would definitely have is one for, I want to say chatterbox, but someone that always just kind of goes over their time and just keeps talking and talking and talking. I'm going to make sure I don't do that, so I got my green light. I'm going to make sure I kept it quick.
In the deep forest of Minnesota, an old Chippewa told me my totem animal. What is yours, Toastmaster Kevin Huffnagel?
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
My first time doing this. Wait, what was the first thing? The totem animal?
What is your totem animal?
I feel like I'd be a dog. I do stuff very, consequentially. So, haven't hit the green light, so it's great ephemeral. But yeah, thank you guys, and happy New Year.
We got time, man.
Why not? Why not? Right? So I like to do stuff, and I just like to get things done, and you do very on time, and just yeah, there you go.
Some people are dog people. Some people are cat people. I want to know which one you are. Toastmaster Jay Shaw.
Jay's not a paid member.
Not a member in good standing.
Oh, okay. I want to know which one. I want to know which one you are and why. Toastmaster Gary Adams.
Well, considering,
Yes.
good morning,
Good morning.
That
in the rush of getting dressed this morning, which I've also realized that when you're planning on being early, that's always when you're late, because you feel like you have so much extra time. You get up at 5, I've got time. And then all of a sudden, when you're in your car, the GPS says 7:29, it wasn't as early as you thought. But as far as a cat or a dog, I have dogs. I love my dogs. In fact, if anyone wants to meet one of my huskies, get close to me, because I've realized I'm wearing every single one of them this morning, because the shoe I picked out must have brushed up against one of my huskies. In fact, owning a husky is not a very ephemeral, that's it. Type of experience, because when you have them, they are with you for the entire day. In fact, they also go with just about anyone else that you come in contact with throughout that day.
It is a great spread back there. It's got a lot of appeal. And if we could add just one thing to our food back there, what would it be, Toastmaster Schwartz?
Pay attention, I'm listening.
Good morning.
Good morning.
If we were to, it's a pretty good spread. I mean, it's actually very impressive what you do every week.
Yes.
Why don't we add a buffet of omelets? Can we do an omelet station? Like whether it works there.
Keep going.
Yeah. Can we do? Should have been. Okay. Let's see. I really like omelets and eggs, so that would kind of do it for me.
Okay.
Maybe oatmeal?
Have oatmeal. Got it, Jack.
Got that?
Let's see. Avocados, yes. Avocados would be fantastic. Maybe
Mimosas.
a smidge more fruit. And like a carving station? Should we do that?
It is a brand new year. And if you could have a garden and make everything, what would be the 3 things that you'd put in your garden? Ward, grow.
What would I put in my garden? First off, it would be an improvement to what I have because I'm an awful gardener. And if you know one thing about me, most of you don't know this, is I really like rum. I wouldn't say that I take too much of it, but I appreciate quality rum the way some appreciate the quality wine. So for me, my garden currently consists of a very poor standing lime tree, some wild mint that is surviving the winter despite whatever I've tried to do with it, a ginger plant that I can't really use for any of my drinks, and I would probably also add sugar cane from Louisiana. I love sugar cane, and it adds a little bit better than simple syrup to your drinks. So these are the things that I would certainly concentrate on, in addition to hibiscus, some magnolia, and some beauty to add while imbibing.
Good.
The Toastmaster Blainer makes sure that we have our coffee, but not all of us are coffee people. Coffee or tea or something else. And why, Toastmaster Hemingway? Hemingway.
Hammond.
No, I don't know what. Yes. Coffee, tea, or something else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I promise to keep this ephemeral. Coffee, tea. I would choose chocolate. I love chocolate. Chocolate is very calming, as opposed to coffee, which makes me jittery. Here. Tea would be the next best thing. It also has caffeine, but it's a little bit of a smoother high. So I would prefer chocolate. It's sweet. It tastes good. It feels good going down. And it actually calms me.
I prefer Samsung. My wife is a member of a cult and gets iPhones. Which do you prefer and why? Benjamin? Toastmaster Benjamin.
He's on the program.
Yes, but we've run out of people who aren't. At least the list is done.
I'm the Toastmaster of least resort. What's your question? What is your question again?
Do you like Androids or iPhones?
Well, I am for the iPhones because this trademark of Apple is everywhere. So I just don't want to be fighting in case I don't get a connection or running out of time. So I prefer iPhone, iCoffee, iMarmalade, and everything that begins with I. This is I am all I.
Some of us are into ties and some of us aren't. Take a position and defend it, Toastmaster Rufinot.
Toastmasters and guests, to tie or not to tie?
That is a
Quick show of hands. Who is for ties? Who is not for ties?
You're fired.
Here's the thing. That's a trick question. I don't appreciate the question, but I'll take the question. It's a trick question because you have to know your audience. Who are you speaking to? It is a white-collar organization. Are you headed from here to the Citrus Club to speak? Or are you headed to the Apopka Growers Association? Show up in a tie to the Apopka Growers Association, I dare you. I don't even know if there is an Apopka Growers Association, but you get my point. The point is to know your audience and then meet the audience where they are. In your speaking, in your intonation, in your everything, including in your attire, and maybe a tie may not be appropriate. Mr. Toastmaster.
This jacket represents 40 years of traveling. about the one place that you are going to go to absolutely positively no matter what. Who hasn't spoken?
America has.
America!
Welcome.
Right into the fire.
Someone else is late, not me. So one place that I want to go no matter what would be Bali. I absolutely desire to go to Bali because it has been one of my desired destinations for a few years now. And it is time that I allow that to happen. So I'm very excited to go to Bali, and that's what I want to do.
And that's why we're renaming it the Gulf of America. Mr. Timer, did everyone qualify?
America did not qualify, 24 seconds.
Oh!
So please vote for 2, and we'll take
A 2-minute break.
Yeah.